One anime I really wanted to highlight was Vinland Saga, where if you just watch like a random episode, there's always a lot of killing and gore and blood and stuff like that, which I don't personally like, but there's actually a lot of, in the midst of all that, there's a lot of quotes and character progression, just like really good plot and storyline to tell the message of the entire show. So for me, like what I most got from it was being strong and kind. So in the show, there's a lot of characters who are just incredibly strong and they're warriors. They're like fighting constantly. They're pillaging villages. They're killing both the other warriors and also just like women and children and stuff and like elderly people. So it's kind of fucked up. But at the same time, there are people in the show who are warriors and they decide at some point, I don't think this is right to just like kill people kind of for no reason, for the sake of fighting, and they start to shift their life. And for me, it's like a really important message because training for like physically in the world that we live in now is like, lifting weights and doing sports and stuff like that. And there are a lot of toxic people in that space. Not everyone, but like there are people like, oh, like you don't lift as much as me. Like, what are you doing? Or like doing ego stuff to be able to prove that. And now I'm starting to realize that there's this ability for people to be really strong from the physical things they're doing, but at the same time be very kind. So if they see someone weak, helping them out, not like harassing them. If they see something that they can help with because of their strength, they're going to do it. And that's why they do it, and they're not trying to do it to put other people down. And it was also just incredible to see the progression of Thorfinn, who's like the main character in the show, who has his father who is embodying the strong and kind. Very, very strong, but not trying to kill people. Just trying to protect his family and his friends and the people in his village. And through his story, like, he actually goes through a long phase of being a warrior and killing random people and just like being angry and using that energy negatively constantly. But towards the end of the show, he makes this incredible change where he stops an entire bloody fight just by saying like, you should just leave, and just like showing people that he's strong, like withstanding a lot of pain and suffering, but not doing it back to them. Like he could have easily beaten up everybody at that point, but he wanted to prove that like he didn't want to fight. And I just think that the more I watch shows like this, the more messages that I can take in that actually shape important aspects of my life. And this is one I wanted to share.